CPU Monster Mentor!
During the OSSLT, you'll be asked to write a series of paragraphs expressing an opinion. This will be out of 60 marks. Looking at the directions, they ask you to write a minimum of 3 paragraphs, express an opinion, and use specific supporting details. They also ask you to write to an adult audience. And our question here is, should zoos exist? Now, I'm going to recommend that you write 5 paragraphs for the sake of organization and filling the space. When expressing your opinion, you need to choose a yes position or a no position. Do not choose something in the middle or argue both sides. When they say an adult audience, that means you should write in a mature manner with a professional tone. Before you start writing, you should make a list for each side of the argument and brainstorm as many ideas as you can. Now, regardless of what your personal opinion might be, you should choose the side of the argument that you have the strongest ideas for and simply write for that side. Now, I've brainstormed for should zoos exist, and even though I have some personal reasons why I think they shouldn't, I'm going to choose yes because I think my arguments are varied and distinct and strong. And the top 3 reasons that I'm going to choose to support my position are because zoos can be educational, they can provide rehabilitation for animals, and they can generate money for the community. I chose educational, rehabilitation, and generating money because they are distinct from each other. It would not have been wise for me to choose the idea of zoos providing a safe haven for animals and also that zoos can provide rehabilitation for animals because those 2 ideas are very similar. So you want to choose ideas that are different from one another so that your arguments are unique and not repetitive. Now, as you begin writing your series of paragraphs, as I've said, I recommend you write 5, starting with an introduction, followed by 3 body paragraphs, and lastly a conclusion. In your introduction, you should give your position in the first sentence. Again, it's either yes or no, whichever side you support. You should give that position along with a primary reason to support your position. So, for example, zoos should exist because they are beneficial to communities and animals. Follow that with 3 supporting reasons. That doesn't necessarily mean 3 sentences, but you should list out your 3 best supporting reasons. And lastly, finish your introduction with a concluding sentence. For each of your body paragraphs, describe your supporting reason in the very first sentence. Explain your reason in general terms, and follow that with for example, and then give evidence, proof, facts, etc. And of course, finish with a concluding sentence. You want to follow this formula for each supporting reason, which will give you 3 body paragraphs. Lastly, your conclusion. Start by restating your position in the first sentence. Then restate your 3 supporting reasons, and finish with a few concluding sentences that describe the impact of the issue on a larger scale. Give your reader some final thoughts on how this issue may have universal implications. A few tips. Write in the present tense. Although you are stating your opinion, avoid using I. Choose the strongest, distinct arguments. Be specific. Use examples, evidence, proof, facts. And fill the entire space. I know there are many lines to fill, but you need to do your best to get to the last couple lines of the space provided.